Hey y'all, it's Tia Cherie here. Welcome back to my channel. In this week's video, we are talking all about self-love. It is February. It is the month of the lovers, Valentine's Day. Maybe a sad time for some of us who are single, but there's never a wrong time for us to love ourselves. And in this week's video, I'm going to give you 5 easy ways on how to practice self-love throughout this whole month, as well as every day moving forward. So if that's what's something that you're interested in, make sure you guys keep watching and stay tuned. So we're gonna do this video different this week. We're gonna basically be talking about 5 easy steps on how to practice self-love. We're gonna do this like a little girl chat. This is not anything necessarily formal, but I really just kind of wanted to speak about some of the things that I've been implementing for myself over these last couple of months that have definitely helped me to just feel better, grow my confidence more, and just literally love myself more. Now, as we know, it is February. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. So there's all of the relationship stuff, the lovey-dovey flowers and chocolates, and all of that being pushed out to us as it always does this time of year. And this year for me personally, it is a little bit different. Well, a lot of it different. So I recently, last year, got out of a very long-term relationship. So this Valentine's Day is going to definitely hit a lot different for me. But what I will say is, I know that this can be a difficult time for some ladies who just may be in a space where maybe they're single or they just broke up, or things of that nature, and you don't really have the best relationship with yourself, and you're just looking for ways to kind of repair that and grow that and fix that so you can feel great. So this is what we're going to be talking about in this week's video. So I have my little Bellini here from Trader Joe's. So you should pause this video, go get you a glass of wine, come back, and let's chat. We're going to figure out how to love ourselves better in 2023 and beyond. So tip number 1 on how to love ourselves better and practice self-love is going to be taking care of our physical and mental health. Above all, this is going to be the most important step, because when you feel better, you do better, you look better, everything is just better. So we have to really show ourselves the utmost respect when it comes to taking care of our bodies and our minds. Now, this is going to look different for all of us, right? So there's no one way to do this, but you really need to sit down and think about what makes you feel your best. So for me personally, working out has drastically saved my life. Like literally, it has tremendously helped with my mental health. It has helped me to lose over 30 pounds in less than 6 months. It has helped me to change my, way I look at myself, my self-image. Like when I look in the mirror now, I like what I see. I feel more confident. I'm not self-conscious of like my body as much anymore. I still got work to do. We always can improve, but I feel so much better about myself now than I did this same time last year. And that has come from me actively working on getting my physical health and my mental health in shape. Me personally, I do have some struggles, with seasonal depression, and, it's winter, right? So it's a very hard time to be upbeat. It's cold outside. Everybody's pretty much stuck in the house all day. You're not really hanging out as much as you do in the summertime. So it's just you in the house, sometimes lonely, bored, and just not feeling the best. So really taking time and taking inventory on working on a plan to help you feel good. So simple things, getting rest. We deserve rest. It's okay to sleep, sis. Now, me, I always tell myself this because I am always doing something, whether it's work, it's being a mom, it's school, it's side hustle, it's research, it's always something. And before I know it, I'm thinking that I winded down for the day, and then it's 1 a.m. and I'm sitting in bed and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta be up at 5 to do this all again. we really have to prioritize rest. It is so important to rest. It does not matter what needs to be done. I promise you, you can get it done tomorrow. So step number 1 is going to be working on your physical and mental health and putting yourself in the best place possible. Just overall learn how to take breaks and slow down. There's so much love that you can give to yourself when you're moving more intentionally instead of just being busy doing things that aren't really getting you where you think it is. There's no fun in being burnt out. You can't enjoy your life when you're constantly tired or dragged down by all the responsibilities that you have. So really take some time to pour back into you, however that would work for you, then implement that. Now, along with that rest is also going to come movement. So another very key aspect, especially for me in my journey to just loving myself more and feeling better overall, is fitness. I have drastically been able to change my life by just simply working out. It has done so many positive things for me in my mental health, in my body. I've been able to lose over 30 pounds in less than 6 months. I have been able to pretty much beat my seasonal depression. Your girl has not been sad, not one time, since winter has hit. And that is a big feat for me because it hits me every year like clockwork. And this year, thank God, I have been able to avoid it. And I know that it is directly linked to my activities. I typically go to the gym about 6 to 7 days per week. And I know that that is excessive. And I know that that's not going to be everybody's story. But I will say I don't strenuously work out 7 days a week. But what I do is make sure that I am moving my body at minimum for 30 minutes every single day. So for me, I probably work out like actual workouts like 5 days a week, and then 2 of those days I'm just taking a walk on the treadmill. Like that's pretty much it, just a simple walk, nothing crazy. Sometimes I'll walk outside, or even just the walk of doing my errands and running to Trader Joe's on a Saturday is my exercise. But moving your body is so good. It's good for your heart health, it's good for your physical shape. It's just good for everything. And it's so important to be able to implement that into your daily routine. And I know that everybody doesn't love the gym and not everybody wants to necessarily lose weight or things of that nature, but just moving your body, getting the blood flowing, waking up early and just getting those things going is always going to help you feel better. I don't know anybody who goes to the gym and hates how they feel after. You might be a little bit sore, but I bet you happy that you moved. So definitely work on implementing a fitness or wellness routine that is going to work for you, because it will be super beneficial to you, especially when you start to just feel the results of having more energy or liking the changes that come in your body with your workout. It is all beneficial and it is all part of loving yourself. Step number 2 in practicing self-love is something that I do every single day like clockwork, and that is practicing gratitude. It is so important to be grateful for where you are. I know that we are all aspiring to get to new levels and have new things, but being grateful for where you are now allows for the abundance to come to you. So me personally, I have a morning routine that I do every morning, pretty much without fail. And part of that is writing in my gratitude journal. So this is the 5-minute gratitude journal. I got this off of Amazon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. But I write in this journal every day, like clockwork. Good days, bad days, indifferent days, it does not matter. I have to write in this. And for me, it's super important because I can tend to get very overwhelmed, especially when life is having a rough patch, and forget that there is so much for me to be grateful for, even in the bad times, right? So they tell you to pray when it's good, pray when it's bad. You have to continue to just build that habit no matter what season you are in. We're not always going to be in the best spirits. We're not always going to feel our best, but it's very important to take a second to kind of just step back and be grateful for what it is that we do have, because that just allows for us to push past that moment and keep building and keep attracting more to us. It has everyday like little prompts, or sometimes it has like a prompt, or sometimes it just has a quote. So today's quote is 90% of success is just showing up. Get there and start working. You're not going to feel perfect every day. And what's so crazy about this is this actually ties into the last video that I recorded on how to be more disciplined, which is part of self-love. So if you haven't checked that video out, I'm going to post it up here. Make sure you guys check it out, and I'll also put it down in the description below. But this is just another reminder that you just have to continue to show up, right? And you have to be grateful for what you have. So it just helps you to kind of think about what's important, right? Just the small things that sometimes we overlook. It's so important. And practicing gratitude has been one way to love myself a little bit more, because I am very hard on myself. So just giving myself the space to reflect, to have a moment to just bring myself back down to earth when things are just feeling like they're above me. It is so important. And I really think if you learn how to practice gratitude, it will help you to not always feel so overwhelmed. And I think that is a major part of having a more easeful life, is just being gracious and being happy about where you are now, even though you know you want to move forward, but just be happy with the now as well. And my last tip on practicing self-love is giving yourself your flowers. You deserve your flowers. Whatever those metaphorical flowers may be, you deserve them. So my way of giving myself flowers is I made this little jar here, and it's called My Victories, right? And I try to do it every day. I'm not gonna lie, I do not always do it. Sometimes I honestly just forget. I grab this little notepad that I have, and I write it down, and I put it in this little jar. So as you can see, like I kind of just fold them up and I put them in this jar. And the goal that I have here is that I want to, at the end of this year, sit back and think, or not even think, sit back and see some of the things that I have overcome this year. Some of the good things, maybe even bad things that may be in here, but just giving myself my flowers to just remind me of how far I have come. I feel like sometimes when we are going through life, we're just going through the motions, right? So we're on this hamster wheel, and we don't really have a second to sit back and just reflect. And part of me doing my journal every day, like I mentioned, is allowing me to do that and allowing me to pause and reflect. But I also like to do this because it shows me that the trials and tribulations that you go through are temporary. Even in the moment where it feels like this is the worst thing that has ever happened to you, or you're struggling, or you just don't know like how you're supposed to keep going and you're feeling defeated, if you can look back on all those times that you felt that way and kept going, it is such a reminder to yourself, or should be a reminder to yourself, that you are stronger than your circumstances. And I know that I mentioned before about Black women and us tired of being strong. Girl, I am tired of being strong, please. But life be lifing, right? Okay. And sometimes we don't have any choice but to be, and we need to give ourselves our flowers. We need to remember how far we've come. The last tip on how to practice self-love is the very tried and true journaling. Journaling for me has been so important. You see there? Grow with the flow. Journaling for me has helped me tremendously because sometimes, regardless of this YouTube page that I have, I do not always know the words to say certain things. And journaling has helped me tremendously kind of just get my thoughts out. Even when I don't feel like I have the words to speak, I feel like I have the words to write. Help me look at just the way that I see myself. I feel like with journaling, for me, how I use it, sometimes I do prompts, like if I'm feeling a way about something, but I'm not exactly sure what's going on, sometimes I'll try to find like journal prompts that may be in the realm of what I'm feeling, and then I'll, respond to those. Or sometimes it's just literally like a diary. Sometimes it's just I have to get my thoughts out from what happened today. Like today was a crappy day or today was a great day. But for me, I also find that it is helping me to look into some of the things that I struggle with that I am not ready to necessarily outwardly speak about, because either I'm self-conscious of them, or I'm just not in a space to speak about it. So journaling about it has really helped me to express those feelings. And I feel like if you're someone who, again, may not be the best with words, or may not want to necessarily share with someone else just yet, journaling is a great way to get your feelings out without having to leave everything kind of inside and dealing with that. I am very good for kind of just holding things in until it's too late and then I blow up. And I don't want to be that way anymore. So for me, journaling has really helped me to get my feelings out, get it across, release it, and be able to kind of then move forward on how I want to move past that. We cannot keep walking around with all of these burdens on us, right? And with all of these heavy feelings in our hearts, and all of these things. Self-love to me feels light. It feels easy. It feels light. And to me, lightening my load means expressing myself. I know that I just want a more easeful life, this year. I don't want to be that strong Black woman all the time. I want to be just in a good space. I want to feel like I can meet the people that make me feel good. I want to be the person that other people want to be around. I want to build community with other women looking to improve themselves and build businesses and just do different things. And that's very important to me. And just kind of looking at these victories helps to remind me that I am making so much more progress than I realize. And that is it for the tips on how to practice self-love. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I did it a little different than my normal videos, and I hope that you guys also enjoyed your drink if you had one with me, whether it was liquor, coffee, tea, doesn't matter. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you guys like these types of videos, please let me know down in the comments below, because I would love to do more of them. This was just so fun to do. I really plan on making a series this month in regards to like self-love and just improving ourselves and the way that we think about ourselves, and healing ourselves so that we can be the best women that we can be. It's super, super important for me on my journey to build community. So I'm definitely looking to connect with you guys. I would love to make more content that you would like to see. And please feel free to leave feedback for me in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you can get notified next week when I upload a new video. I'm going to be trying a couple new things on the channel this month. I'm actually going to be doing some affirmation videos because I truly, truly love them. So watch out for those. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and be sure to check out my other videos that I've posted recently on like mindset and just leveling up your life in 6 months or less. I had so much fun making this. Let me know in the comments below if you would love another drink with me video. I had a great time, and I hope that you guys did too. See you on the next one.